Now, what is very important is what happens with those global goals on a national level. That is, and I think that is where UNDP makes a very important contribution. And it's a contribution across the board. It is not simply saying, okay, how are we going to make this happen? Because those goals are extremely ambitious. And they have to be implemented in an increasingly difficult environment. So what the UNDP does, it on the one hand, it starts off with supporting national governments with translating that global vision into a national vision. Whether many countries have a national development strategy, does it fit in that national development strategy? Does it fit the vision the country has for itself, the people of the country have for themselves? Sometimes that needs a little bit more support, needs more processes to formulate that. And then the next step is what you see during these days as well. How do you translate those fuzzy goals towards practical action? What are you going to prioritize? And we are saying you have to include a more future-oriented approach to that, because what is quality education in 2015 is not the same thing as quality education in 2030. What is a healthy life in 2015 is not necessarily a healthy life in 2030. So you have to look a little bit into the future, a little bit more, and see how things are changing, how technology has an impact, how urbanization has an impact, how demographic has an impact, to identify those strategic opportunities which are lurking behind the vision of the 2030 agenda. What UNDP does very well, from my perspective, is that it's levering its presence and experience in over 160 countries in the world. And by pooling those experience, that knowledge, by bringing countries together and say, you know, this worked in my case and we are not that dissimilar, so maybe we can help you to introduce that and to scale it up. So at the moment, UNDP has this innovation facility where it has been under the radar testing out different kind of approaches, and as soon as it finds something works very well, it scales up. It introduces this new idea to other countries. Other countries say, listen, we have entry points for that, let's give that a try. In general, the fact that UNDP has this massive experience enables it to identify much quicker what works in certain circumstances, what doesn't work, and then basically take away the responsibility of individual governments to first invent it, try it out, see whether it works, and all these piloting phases, which can basically be taken off the equation, because UNDP has already done that in quite a lot of countries. So, and governments can basically, in terms of policies and services and all these kind of things, UNDP can function a little bit like a supermarket, like tried and tested products, which they can simply take forward.